Okay. Hi, it's Jennifer again. I'm back with the second part of the tutorial on making this recycled smash book out of cereal boxes or cereal boxes. And we did the cover in the last one. And it's still a little damp right now. But we did that in the last video. And so now we're going to continue on and we're going to start making the pages. So there is a pocket page, plastic sleeve, a smaller fold out page, a plain craft page, an envelope, and a craft page and a flap, plastic sleeve, and pocket. That's one signature. So I've already done 4 signatures, so we got 2 more to go. So let's start with the pocket pages. So the first thing you want to do, obviously, is trim off your barcode piece down there. And again, we're using Lady's Diary from Graphic 45. It's so pretty. Soft vintage colors. So you want to cut off the barcode on all your pages. But this one, we're going to start by scoring. And this is a Martha Stewart scoreboard. You want to score it at 6. And that'll be where you fold it in half. And you want to turn it counterclockwise. And I believe score it at 8. So you want to do both of them. I don't know if you can see the score line very well. It's there. So put 6 and 8. Okay. And this one, 6 and 8. Alright, so this part right here is your pocket. And kind of give it a good burner. Fold it up. And then open it back up. Fold it this way. Kind of give it a good burnish. Set that one aside. Go to the other one. Cover it up. Burnish. Open. Okay. So the reason I wanted it this way, move this out of the way. Now I'm going to mark, I'm going to measure and mark if I can find my pencil. From the bottom of the pocket part, the folded part, to the score line. And find the middle, which should be 2. The edge should be 2. Well, not quite. And you just want to give it a little bit of a mark. Do that over here. You want to line that mark where your cutter is going to cut it, and then you're going to go to the bottom corner. So you're cutting off this piece right here. Save that. So now you got a piece that looks like this. See, this is your pocket. So when you open it up, you fold it up, looks like that. Oops. Gotta get used to the angle here. Okay. So you want to leave it like that and keep this piece, and I'll show you mine a little bit. Do the same thing for this one. Just kind of eyeballing it, really. It doesn't have to be perfect. Leftover piece. Okay. then what I like to do, in order for it to fold up nicely, I like to take and cut this little bit of a fold off right to that score line, like so. So when you open it up, see how it's got that piece missing now? So it folds up nicely without buckling. Do the same thing over here. Just a little, just want a little smash, just a little. Okay, so once you've got it to this point, then fold the pockets up, give it a good brush down. So now you want to take the time to close these pockets up. You don't have to do the inside one, but I like to because I feel like it's neater. So I'm using Scotch Quick Dry. I like it. It dries really fast and it's clear. Comes out white. So you put a line each end. And you fold it up. Oops, that was a wet mess. I like to use a paper towel and just kind of smush it down. See how that glaze will come out? Use a little too much. That's okay. So it dries really, really, really fast. Do the other side. I love the inside of this paper. Isn't it pretty? I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's so pretty. It says Dear Diary or something on it. Not Dear Diary, but it's like little notes. Dates. It's pretty. Alright, so there's one pocket done. So you get a glade, go back over, and then you want to... Oh, there's your pocket. Two pockets. Two pockets per signature. And let's do the other one. There's the pocket. Fold it up. Alright, so we're going to put those to the side. I want to show you real quickly the pieces that you have left over. I'm cutting off your pockets there. You can cut them into different shapes and stuff. And you can make little paper beads that match your paper, your book. And you can dangle them on the edge, just instead of using, you know, like glass beads, you can use paper beads or both. So that's fun. That's a good way to use up your beads. Like, you know, it's easy. I'm sure there's plenty of paper bead tutorials out there, but that way you get to use up all your bits. Okay, so then the next one. Sorry about that clankety clank. I'm going to skip that one for a minute. Let's do just the plain craft paper page. So you want to get your cutter out. I've only got 2 left to make. And all you basically have to do is cut it at 8 inches tall. And keep this leftover bit. And then you want to and get your Martha Stewart scoreboard back out and score it at 6. That was easy. Alright, 2 more pages. Next, I'm going to do the envelope. So you want to pick out more pattern paper. I used 12 sheets for this 6 signature book of pattern paper. So 6 for the pocket and 6 for the envelope. So I'm going to show you how to make those envelopes. Of course you can always use pre-made envelopes too, but I'm using this We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board. It's awesome. It has all the different measurements on here. But for the book that I made, the size that I made, we need to start with a piece of paper cut down to 8 7/8 by 8 7/8. So again, we need to trim off the code here. And it doesn't really matter which direction your paper's going in right now because it's going to be a square. So, oops. 8 7/8. Keep these bits. This is going to be the extra page that folds. Turn it. And 8 7/8. This is also going to be the bits. We're going to be using that too. So don't throw that bit away. Alright, let's trim the other one. Okay. This is going to be the inside of my envelope. So I think I might want her to be the flap. So for this particular size, I believe this envelope ends up being 4.5 by 6.5. Yeah, a 6 size envelope or card. So the score mark is 3 3/4. So it's also the longest. The first one's the longest side there. It also comes with this really nice scoring thing. So you line your edge of your paper up 2, 3 3/4. Punch. Oops, and score. See how that's going to be? That's going to be the flap. You turn it, and you line this score mark up to this little thing that points out there. Punch. Score. Turn it, do the same, line it up, punch. Score. Punch. Alright, let's do the other one real fast. Let's see, this would be my flap, I think, right here. So we're going to start there. Punch. Score. Punch. Score. Punch. Score. Punch. Score. Okay. So this is my flap. Down. There's your envelope. Oh, there's one more part of the punch board I forgot to show you. It's when you stick the corner in the other end over here. It rounds the corner, which is cool. So when we sew them into the signature, this is the bottom part. See, there's the flap, the bottom part, right? So when we, to make it easier, when we go to sew it in, I am going to find me some little paper clips here. These are just Tim Holtz. So this, since this is the part that needs to be open, I'm going to fold these parts in and the flap down. And I'm just going to stick a little paper clip. That way, when I go to sew it in the signature, these are out of the way. And then the binding will be hidden inside here, like so. Okay, so let me show you that again. Here's my flap. So this is going to be stuck in like this. So we're going to fold this, this, this. Whoops. And that way when I bind it, it stays out of the way. Well. Yeah, because you don't want to glue it yet, because you won't be able to bind it in. So see, easy. All right, so we got the two envelopes done. Now I'm going to take this and make this piece right here, which is, these are the pieces that you cut off. Let me put this away. So we got a long one and a short one. So we want the two long ones. And your scoreboard. And we're going to score it at 2 7/8, 6, 9 1/8. So, I don't know if you can see that. 2 7/8, 6, 9 1/8. Same with this. 2 7/8, 6, 9 1/8. I'm going to round my corners, so we're going to start by just folding it in half. And this is my crocodile corner chomper. I broke it, so it's going to be a little bit, and it's a little full. So I'm just going to stick it in there, carefully eyeball it. We're going to do all 4 corners. Do the same with this one. I need to take the time to clean that out, I think. Alright, so I got all 4 corners, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold that bit in there, like so, like so, and then fold it over again. Like so. So, and take it back to your chomper and do those other 2 corners. Oops. So what you end up with is 4 corners. So when you fold it out, it's got all the rounded corners. You don't have to do that, but I just thought it would be pretty. I really need to clean this up. Okay. So those pages are done. We got one more page, and that is the plastic sleeve. So here's what I used. It's from Staples. I'm sure any office supply, and it's got like 2 photo sleeves plus a little piece for titles or whatever. So what I did is take it and first cut that, you know, the part that goes in the binder, the hose. Cut that part off. Don't go over that dotted line. You want it to stay sealed. Just cut that off. And cut that off. Alright, So now we've got, oh, I should have cut off more actually. Cut that off to where the 4x6 photo fits in. So see, now that part's gone. And it's just this little title page here. And then we need to cut this little extra part down here off. So you go from this to this. So photo 4x6, 4x6, title. So let's see here. Okay, so there's those two. Now remember I told you to keep these. Well, we're going to cut these directly in half. So it makes it almost 4x6. And the reason we did that, because these are now going to slide into here. So there's hardly any waste on this project. Now it slides into there. Oops. Okay. The other part, the top part of this, which I showed you, this part right here, well, this is the smaller piece that we cut off our envelope. So what we're going to do is we're going to score it. We're going to score it down the center, about roughly 1.5. It's not exactly the center, but it's okay. It's got to be trimmed down anyway. I'm going to fold it in half. Whoops. And then we're going to glue them shut. And I like to use fabric tack from Beacon for this. I'm almost out, so it adheres extremely well. Fast. Let's do the short end. No, didn't mean to do that. See, it's stuck down. Perfect. Same with this one. Okay, so for this particular opening, I'm going to need to cut it down to, I believe it's 15/16 of an inch. So just line that up there, like so. See how it's still wet, but that's okay. Okay, so this one's approximately 4 inches. I need 2 of them. And then there's this bit left over that I want to try to figure out something to do with them. It's like a perfectly little square, I don't know. Alright, so these pieces go in like so. Well, And this way you use up all your scraps. Okay, so then you take it and you fold it over on itself. And try to match up the edges pretty good. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is a handmade smash book. And then I like to take these. So that way you've got the same on this one. And go ahead and put those papers in there. It helps too. It helps you with folding it so it's not all moving around so much. Alright, so then we got those two. Oops. So now we have 2 plastic pages, 2 little mini fold out pages, 2 envelope pages, 2 regular pages, and 2 pocket pages. So in order to get them ready to sew into the signature, here's what I do. I get me some rubber, whatever, these I got from Staples too, paper clips. So I'll start with the pocket page, and then I do the, I have to decide which envelope I want to go with which. I think I kind of like pink and green, and the black, and or do I like it the other way around? They both look pretty. That one's got a little bit. Let's do black on that one. Alright, so then I want to get the matching plastic photo sleeve and kind of eyeball it there and put it in the center. And then the next part is the, oops, there they are, the little fold outs. Now these you want to make sure they're right side up. And that one is. So then you kind of want to put that where you want it, like so. And then you take your craft sheet, put that right there. And then you take your envelope. So everything's in the same crease. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper clip and hold it all together. So when I go to poke the hose and everything, it won't move on me. So now I've got my front page, my pocket, plastic sleeve, my fold out, craft paper. Oops, that one will move until you sew it. And then my envelope, which remember this is the bottom part and this is the flap. And so it goes on like that. So there's one. Start with the pocket page, the plastic sleeve. You can do it whatever order that you like. And then the fold out. Then the craft page. And then the other page. Okay, there's the next one. So now these are both ready to go into my Smash a Half a Year book, like so.